Hello and welcome back to the Planets and Problems podcast, the astrology podcast by two girls that are not astrologists. I'm Ayesha.
And I'm Atalia.
And I'm Virgo.
And I'm a Sagittarius.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope
Guys.
everyone is well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What's this?
Good.
What's this thing? What's
Oh
this
yeah,
Kardashian
I've got
thing?
a Kardashian thing to
We
like
love
discuss.
the Kardashians, by the way.
We love the Kardashians, and I love conspiracy theories. You don't.
I don't love conspiracy theories, but I'm willing.
You're
if
willing
it's
to
to
hear
do with
about
my
it.
girls and one boy and
Right.
children.
So, there is a theory that there's one of the Kardashians' great ancestors, and they've got the name and everything. I can't remember what it is, but they've literally got the name.
Yeah.
Have you heard this?
But I know about their ancestry, and it's like, yeah, I've heard
About the spell?
Oh, keep going. I think I heard about this ages
That there was a
ago.
spell that basically meant that all the females in the Kardashians will get like fame and
Yes.
whatever they want.
Yeah, destined for fame.
Destined for fame. They'll get whatever they want. They'll be rich, beautiful, etc. But that also means that any man that they come across is then cursed. So any man that they interact with in terms of relationships is then cursed.
What? Why would they come up with something like that?
Right. That is, well, I guess because there's yin and yang in everything, isn't it? Especially if you're
Yeah.
looking at like I don't know what to call it, but like
What?
devil magic, you know, stuff like that, stuff that's going to get you fame and stuff. Those sorts of, that sort of magic, if you believe in magic, is like, you have to be careful about fucking with that sort of magic because they can become, everything has to balance. Even in any magic, actually, everything has to be a balance. So if you want this, that means you can't have that. So when you when you have magic, when you're using magic, you have to be so careful. So, but part of this was that, yeah, all the men would be cursed and all the women would have X, but all the men would be cursed, right? So you've got to start thinking about like the actual people that they have dealt with. So Rob, not Rob the brother, Rob the dad.
Oh, Robert.
Robert, rest in peace, rest in power. Died quite young.
Yeah.
And then you can go to.
But what is this curse? Is it just curse and
yeah, the
general-
men are cursed basically if
Yeah,
they
but
have a
with what?
relationship. Just like their life will turn to shit.
Right.
So you can do it with so many, like Lamar Odom. I think he got dropped after him and Chloe from his team after him and Chloe had split up. Then there's Travis is with Courtney and he started getting ill, hasn't he?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's not actually been on the Kardashians at this point. It was just in the news. Yeah, he's been over the past few months. He's been like in and out of hospital and stuff. And then Kanye is not doing well at all.
Kanye hadn't been doing well. Yeah.
But like it's the romantic relationship that they have. Scott.
Oh my god.
Scott doesn't look good or sound good. Hasn't for a while, especially since he's not been with Courtney.
Yeah,
It's got worse and worse. So like if you go through like all the men that they've been with, then part of me's thinking maybe that's why Corey's sticking around with Chris.
Why? Oh,
Because he's too scared to leave.
Why is it once they leave or once they're with?
I think
Bit
it's
of both.
like once they get with them, but I think if they were to like split up, it almost gets worse. That's what it sounds like.
But we don't know a lot about Corey. We don't know his like ins and outs in personal life.
No, we don't. So it could be horrible.
Yeah.
And then where else was there?
Travis
Travis Scott and Astro World.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all these different things that have happened to like the men that they've been like associated with. Obviously Caitlyn was a man, is now a woman. After her and Chris split up, do you not remember she ran someone over and they died?
What? I don't even know about
Yeah,
this.
that was like, I don't know if she was drunk or I don't know. I can't remember if she was drunk, so don't fact check me on that. But she fully ran someone over and they died.
Oh gosh.
And this is just the stuff that we know about. This is just the stuff that's been in the news
Yeah.
that we're talking about. This isn't like all the other stuff.
Oh yeah, there'll be so much more we don't know.
And obviously Kanye, like, and his mental health and like what's going on with him. Like, he's obviously been dropped by Adidas now.
Yeah.
Obviously because of certain things that he's said that are just like discriminatory. But yeah, I just thought it was a really, I don't know why I've got such a big smile on my face about the curse of men, but I thought it was so interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm worried about Travis now, as in Courtney's.
Courtney's Travis. Yeah, hopefully.
That's a lot to take him.
Hopefully he'll be alright. And then
yeah, not one of them has had a smooth sailing relationship.
Not a smooth sailing relationship, and also, you know, these certain things have happened, you know, when things have started to go wrong. And like, as much as we're like, oh yeah, but they were still together at that point, we actually don't know at what points people have split up, because they just tell us when they're ready to tell us.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could really be that exact. But anyone that's hearing about that curse is probably going to want to stay away from the Kardashians. And Pete Davidson,
oh my god,
I hope you're okay. Actually, no.
What happened with
He's been in like trauma therapy, because I think sure it was everything to do with like being with Kim and the what do you call it, and the stuff with Kanye. He's been in literal like trauma therapy. I'm sure it was even like a rehab thing.
I feel like I heard something like that, but I never know what to believe anymore.
I don't know if that would be a lie, the trauma therapy.
I don't know.
It's a bit random to lie about. But, yeah, so...
I'm sure he was already in therapy.
Yeah, but I think this was, like, more of an intense thing.
Rehab.
Yeah. But they've all got something, so it literally proves the thing.
But I still would. That wouldn't be stopping me. Would that stop you from dating a Kardashian?
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm a woman.
No, but as a man?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, it's a ride.
100%. You know, I think you have to be so careful with magic. And whilst I'm here talking about this, my boyfriend was telling me literally yesterday about this woman, my boyfriend's Nigerian, about this woman that lives in Nigeria that makes millions from selling potions, right?
Millions?
Yeah, and she calls herself like an aphrodisiac creator or something like that, or aphrodisiac manufacturer is what she calls herself. But the potions are like, get him to leave his wife, get him to be obsessed with you, get him to give you everything, get him to buy you this, get him to buy your house, get him to propose, get him to want kids. And they're like,
how much are these potions?
He was saying they're like £700 each.
God, would you want to?
No,
you don't want to, because like you were telling me about how like to receive something, it kind of means like you have to lose it if you're doing it a certain way, and that kind of sounds like black magic.
Yeah, that's what I think it sounds. It sounds like it sounds like black magic to me. So I wouldn't do it, because I don't really believe in getting someone to do something against their free will. Imagine you sat there with your kids and your house and your everything, and you know you've got that, and that person's there because you rub that cream on them every night. I don't know how many times you need to do it, but
yeah, would you be satisfied? No.
No. Oh, babe, do you want a massage? You gave me one last night. I know, but you just look stressed. Let me go get that special magic.
Is that what you're doing with the potion? Are you not like poisoning them? Like,
I don't think so. I think
spraying it in the.
I think the lotions. Oh. So you're rubbing it on them. By the sounds of it. Yeah. He said.
Let me give you a massage.
My boyfriend said that he's heard some stories about it working.
Yeah.
But all the stories he's heard are like ones where it's like, oh, my cousin, or so it's never spoke to like a person that's used it and it's currently working with, if that makes sense. So he's never spoken, because I'm sure he said that it's not just obviously women that buy it, men will buy it as well. But he said that like he's spoken to, like, say he's got a friend and then it'd be there, oh, it's my friend that blah blah, so it's never the person that he's actually spoken to. So he's not 100% sure if it works or not. I'm like, I don't even want to take the risk. I don't want anyone touching me ever again. basically, with any lotion unless I've seen it. In fact, even if I've seen it, you could put it in a different bowl, couldn't you?
Yeah. I feel like you put it on first.
Next minute I'm proposing. Next minute I'm down on one knee thinking,
how did I get here?
How did I get here?
Oh
But this is what I want. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I love magic shit.
That's too much for me.
Yeah, but it's the fact that she's making all this money.
I know, I can't believe how much money she's making.
And it's the fact that she's getting like views on YouTube are like, because he was showing me, it's like 150k views, 50k views. So it's not
people are
interested. So it's not a case of, oh, nobody's, you know, it's a small thing. No, no, no. This is a big
This is a
thing.
7-figure business.
Yeah. But I think it's dodgy because with magic, you can do all magic yourself. You don't need to buy a potion, you can make your own potion. So there must be something dodgy in it for it to be that expensive. And when I say dodgy, I mean like black magic type thing.
I want to see a process of making these potions.
Maybe we need to get her on the pod.
She like casting spells over it. Like she's sacrificing lambs. Like, what's going on?
Babies.
Yeah.
Babies to get the babies. Sacrificing the babies to get the babies.
But the baby's blood. No, that's too far.
Well, apparently that's what some celebrities are up to, but we'll leave it there. So we don't ever get shadow banned.
Yeah, to be fair. I kind of just want to try it just to see what happens. Maybe just like one of the lesser impactful ones.
Yeah, but the issue is that you try it and then you decide you don't want to be with that person, they won't leave you alone.
No, I just get one of those that's like, just like a level 1.
Level 1, like...
Just something like, I don't know, confidence.
Making propose wouldn't be that bad if it was someone that you want him. No, but let's say you've been with your boyfriend a while. Let's say in a few more years, he probably is going to propose anyway. And you've discussed like, yeah, we'll probably get engaged like in the next year, right? Then you all like, really want to test this, let me buy the potion. You buy the potion, he proposes within a month. Then you know it's worked. And it's good because you actually do want to marry him, so it's not that deep.
No, I wouldn't be doing that one. Because then I'd just be thinking like, oh, is he just here because...
No, because you knew that he wanted to propose.
I know, but he could have changed his mind.
Well, he couldn't, because his free will's been broken.
Exactly. So then I'd just be thinking like, oh, we're just here because of the potion. But I started a marriage off with that.
Fair enough, fair enough. Right, let's move on to our affirmation of the week. This one's a bit of a quote.
Okay.
More of a quote. So, it is, souls don't meet by accident. And I really like that idea. That like, because there's so many situations where you meet a new friend or you meet a new partner and you tell the story like however long later and it's like, oh, it's so weird that we actually met that way. Or it's so weird that this happened and if this didn't happen, we would never have met.
Yeah.
And I just really think that's a really cute little quote.
Do you think that's true for like when you haven't seen someone in a while and you just randomly see them at a shop and you have like a little catch up? Do you think that's like meant to be?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I do. And I think if a lot more people are in touch with their intuition, you would probably get a message from those sorts of meetings. Or they'd say something that like really resonates with you, which I'm sure happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think for like a lot of people that aren't really in touch with their intuition, they wouldn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what happens like when you bump into someone or yeah, when you meet someone really randomly, because I think things like that were planned and you were supposed to be in certain people's lives and you might be supposed to be taking breaks from certain people's lives, so you might not have seen each other for a while and then you bump into each other.
I also think it's the same for the other way around. Souls don't leave by accident.
Oh,
don't you think?
Yeah, that is really good. And I think that is actually probably an even more important one for people to know.
Yeah.
Because, oh, souls don't meet by accident. Oh, how lovely. That's why we've been together 6 years, but he's cheated on me 5 times, but souls don't meet by accident. Yeah. Whereas, like, yeah, souls don't leave by accident, please.
Yeah, don't be dragging souls back. Yeah,
do not be dragging them back. I see all of these TikToks, actually, where it's like, manifest my ex back. No, please. Don't manifest your ex back. There's so many people in the world. Just find someone new. There's a reason why you're not together anymore. I love how this has turned into a rant.
Well, it's the YouTube's adverts for me.
I've not seen them. Is it because you need them?
No, I don't know what I'm watching for these to come up, but it'll be like, here's 5 steps to getting your dream man back. And it'll be like, you'll have to like download and like pay a monthly thing. It'll be like, he will be obsessed with you within 1 month. And it's like, oh my god, who are these people that are like actually buying into this?
Yeah, but I can imagine people are really desperate because if you've been broken up with and you've been blindsided, and that person could be horrible to you, but you only remember the good stuff.
Yeah.
Because I literally know somebody that the partner split up with them, and they were horrible, really, really horrible person. They were begging for them back. So, like, these people do exist. These are the people that are buying them love potions that we're just on about, and these are them people that are subscribing to these YouTube channels and buying all the courses and shit to get your person back. I don't think there's anything wrong with manifesting a person, like a new person. What are you... But I don't think about manifesting them back. What do you... Why?
I don't know. Manifesting a person... I think manifest love.
Is that not the same thing?
I don't know, because I thought, I don't know.
Because next minute you got a new dog turn up.
You get a baby.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think manifest a person, but not a specific person.
No, I don't mean that at all. Because I 100%, don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my boyfriend now, I believe that I manifested him. 100%. I've even said to him, I believe that I created him. I don't think he existed before me.
You are solely here for my life. Your purpose is to love me.
Well, that is not his whole purpose, but it's a big part of it. No, because I was in a relationship last year that I was not happy in at all. I was really unhappy, and I was really like sad. So I do a lot of writing, I do a lot of soul searching about relationships in general and what I actually want from a relationship. And I tried to work on myself to fix the relationship, which actually the other person needs to work on themselves, but that's a different point. So in this process, I would write down in detail what I wanted a relationship to be like. So to the point of like, I would want it to be this affectionate, I would want them to have this sort of mindset, I'd want them to think this and this about me, I would want them to tell me I'm beautiful every day. I remember saying to my ex that you never tell me I'm beautiful, and I remember writing down that I want to be told that I'm beautiful every day. And literally in so much detail, even down to like, this might sound bad, but like I want them to earn more than me, I want them to like be like this, I want them to, and it wasn't really about looks, it wasn't about looks at all. It was literally, and it wasn't, I wasn't even consciously doing it that much. I was more talking about the relationship that I wanted. So yes, this was, some of it was about the person, but most of it was like, this is what I want my relationship to be like, this is what I want dates to be like, this is the sort of thing that I want this person to be interested in doing, and this is how I want the relationship to function. And I wrote that down, and genuinely the person that I'm with now is every single one of those things. Not one of those things is missing from the things that I wrote down last year. So
maybe you need to be doing one of these courses.
So for £599 a month, we can get you your person, a new person.
A fresh one, forget the old one.
Maybe I do, if anyone's interested. No, I'm joking.
Non-returnable.
I'd happily give that information away for free, because it is just self-work.
Everyone deserves to love.
They do. They do. Shall we go on to our questions?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, your questions actually, not our questions.
Your questions, theories, plots and ideas.
If you want to write in a question, planetsandproblems@gmail.com, anything, you can tell us your star signs, any issue that you're having with any sort of relationship, can be romantic, can be a friend, can be your parent, and why are you laughing?
Okay.
And yeah, just write in. planetsandproblems@gmail.com.
That's planetsandproblems@gmail.com.
Okay, do you want me to read the first one?
I'll do it.
Go on then.
How well do Taurus women and Aries men get along? I'm a Taurus woman and I feel like we get along very well. However, there was just something there that wasn't quite right. Okay, it's a no from me. I actually have this theory
God.
that like the signs next to you, in fact it's not a theory, it's like actually like
A thing.
astrology, yeah. That you shouldn't be with the signs that are like next to you in the astrological order.
Really?
Mhm.
Why? Do you have any more detail?
No, I just know that I saw that somewhere. It's not that exact thing, it's something to do with like the order of the signs. It's something to do with like mutable, you know, like mutable signs. It gets a bit complicated, but like the order of the zodiac signs, it's supposed to be like the opposite, like
It's
the
like yin yang, yin yang, yin yang.
It's like it's the opposite to where you are, so it's not actually what's next to you, it's like what's across. Yeah, so I think like for example it goes Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Capricorn and Aquarius shouldn't be together, Pisces and Aquarius shouldn't be together, and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So obviously it goes Aries and Taurus.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think they are compatible. What have you got to tell me?
My opinion is a bit different. So obviously I just think that Tauruses are really stubborn, aren't they? First of all, so they can then have issues with they're stubborn and the Aries is angry. I just find Aries really angry. So imagine a conflict resolution in a relationship with a Taurus and an Aries when the Taurus is stubborn and the Aries is shouting. I think that would be bad. But my thing is, in the detail of the actual question, Taurus. I'm a Taurus woman and I feel like we get along very well. However, there's just something there that wasn't quite right. Is that the Taurus overthinking?
I don't know.
Or is that the gut? If it's your gut, great, but I feel like Tauruses overthink a lot.
Gut.
Okay.
Well, so if you believe in opposites attract,
Yeah.
this is probably a good match because they are very different from each other. Aries are very fiery, Aries are leaders.
Yeah.
Taurus are very typically lazy, slow, more relaxed, go with the flow.
Yeah.
So if you believe in like opposites attract, then yeah, sure, but these are two very different characters here.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think then, well, you think that it's gut, so I think we should say that it's gut, and you've obviously given your reasons why it's not right.
I still see it through.
Well, yeah, you may as well see it through, but if your gut's telling you something, then that's when you bounce, isn't it? That's kind of the point.
Yeah, but don't you want to find out what your gut's trying to tell you?
A few years ago, yeah. Now, not interested. Listen to the gut. Let's go. Come on, gut.
Really?
Let's go. Yeah.
We get it. Grab your gut and get out.
Me and my gut are gonna go. Grab the gut and go.
That is actually an extension of our package.
Yeah, so I love how much I'm laughing at that.
We find ourselves hilarious.
But yeah, grab your gut and go. That's all I have to say. Next question. Do Cancers most likely have kids after all of their friends have kids, or are they the ones to have kids first?
Let's talk about Cancers and their motherly nature before we get into this. Okay.
I feel like it's you that needs to talk about that.
I thought you were going to like bounce off the... So, Cancers are known for being the most motherly zodiac sign.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know?
No.
Oh. Well, like, they're all in, like, something about the Cancer and the moon. What is it? The ruling...
Yeah, so their ruling planet is the moon.
Yes. And obviously the moon represents emotions.
Yeah.
So Cancer, therefore, the most emotional sign,
yeah,
and the most maternal.
The moon is feminine as well,
Yeah.
because obviously the moon has like the 30-day, 28-day cycle, and women also have a 28-day cycle. So we're, you know, people that have periods are connected to the moon in general. So yeah, I guess that would make sense.
That's where all that links in. So therefore, the background history of this question is that Cancer is the most motherly, nurturing sign.
Right.
So then it comes to, are they going to have the children first out of their friends, or are they going to wait till later in life? Well, I think Cancers, within all of their relationship, they must show quite a nurturing trait, and like with their friends, they're probably like the mother of the friendship group. If they've got a partner, they're probably like the more feminine and nurturing one out of the two. And I don't know if that has an awful lot to do with the timing of having children.
Well, I was going to say, would that put them off having kids? Because if you're mothering everyone else, you might not put them off having kids completely, but not feel like they need to have one early. Because I do know people in general that the oldest person in the family, in terms of the oldest sibling, if they've got like lots of younger siblings and they've had to take care of them a lot growing up, they then they move out and they either don't want kids, or they're like, I can't imagine having kids for ages. Like, they do want them. So I think if they're having to be motherly in all these relationships, surely that might actually make them want to wait to have kids, because they're already doing all this mothering. They've not got like that gap to need to be maternal, because they're already like that in their current life. So that, obviously, this is a massive generalization, and that question was massive generalization, but it is interesting to think about things like this. But if I'm going to generalize, that's how I would generalize it.
Okay, let me just throw this in here.
Oh god.
What star sign is our little brother?
A Cancer.
Right.
Oh my
what
god.
What has been his dream job since he was like 2?
Oh, he's wanted to be a dad since he was like, literally like 2. He's wanted to be a dad. That is hilarious, and he's always asked us our whole like, when are we having kids? When are you having babies? When are you having babies? Yeah, that is hilarious.
Was he like out one time and he was like, oh, can we take this baby home?
Yeah, it was like, he saw it, he must have been like 3 at this point, and 3 or 4, and he saw an 18-month-year-old baby and asked if he could take it home.
I mean, you are a baby?
Yeah, literally. That's so funny.
So I think it is just in them. And then I've got this friend that's a Cancer, and she's like just Miss Party Girl. And all of a sudden she's like started dating this guy, and she's like, I think I'm in love with him, and this wasn't the plan at all.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
So it's just like, there's no escaping it, I don't think. And obviously children come whenever they want.
They come when they want, mate. It's not up to you.
Yeah.
Not up to you. You could probably not even have sex and get pregnant if one wants to come.
Yeah,
that's what happened to Mary. That's what happened to Mary.
Yeah, of course.
So
I actually saw this video about this woman who got pregnant without having sex.
What?
Yeah. So she was doing like hand stuff with a guy, and he masturbated himself and then masturbated her.
No.
And got pregnant.
No, that's really upsetting.
I
feel like that news has actually ruined my day.
And it was 100% true. Like, you could tell, like, she just seemed so genuine about it.
Oh, I am so sorry if that happens to you.
I think she went through and had the baby and everything. Yeah, she did. And I'm sure maybe it's like,
but
that was
like,
ages ago.
That baby really wants to be here. If I'm not even having sex, damn it.
Yeah, that was meant to be.
Okay, should we do the last question?
Okay.
How would you imagine a female Virgo sun, Cancer moon, and Gemini moon as a person? Thank you in advance. I love your content. Wait, I feel like I don't know if that's right.
What?
How would you imagine a female sun, Cancer moon, and a Gemini moon? Do you think they mean rising?
Oh.
Because they've put moon twice.
Oh.
How would you imagine them as a person? I think they mean...
I think that person doesn't exist because you only have one moon. I think they mean
rising.
Rising.
Yeah. So we'll go with that. So how would you imagine a female sun, Cancer moon and Gemini rising as a person? Thank you in advance. I love your content.
Thank you.
So Virgo sun, Cancer moon. Ooh.
Go for it with Cancer sun, Virgo sun.
Well, I'm obviously Virgo sun, so whenever I describe though a Virgo sun, it's not in a very nice way. Like, I always say that they're really rigid, really boring, like structure, like lists. But apparently, like, online they're very kinky in bed when you have a look online and stuff like that.
Good for them.
Yeah, there's that.
Well, they got to let loose somewhere.
Yeah. And obviously there's the controlling nature, and they're supposed to be really loyal though, like loyal as friends and loyal in relationships. But then we've got all this structure, and like they're very like logical and like self-aware, in tune with their emotions, but in a very way. I feel like anyone that's listening doesn't know what I just did. I just went really rigid. So they're in tune with their emotions, but they're good at like holding them and holding their own in emotional situations. But I feel like this Cancer moon's gonna come in and like throw it all off then. Cause
I don't think so. I think Cancer moons are more emotionally controlled than what you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a Cancer moon. She's not.
Oh.
She's not.
Oh, okay.
She's always crying.
Oh. I know exactly who you're talking about. So maybe then.
But then she's not the Cancer moon that I'm talking about is not a Virgo sun. So if we're putting them together,
right, yes.
We've got the controlled nature of the Virgo. This Cancer moon probably might be quite just emotionally intelligent. Oh, do you know what? Virgo sun, Cancer moon sounds fucking powerful.
If you believe in opposites attract. If you believe in balance. But wait till you hear the rising, because that might just throw it all off.
Gemini. Yeah, but this person, Gemini rising, is like a lot of it is to do with like, cause so for Geminis you've got the communication. That is one big thing about Geminis that they are good at.
Yeah.
So
good for them.
Yeah, good for them. But we're just adding to this powerful nature, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Gemini risings are really good at communication. So again, you've got a bit of a triple threat here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to see somebody, because obviously again your rising a lot of the time is how people perceive you when they first meet you. So to see someone like as a Gemini, them actually be a Virgo.
Yeah.
But what's your opinion?
So obviously rising sign, you know, how people perceive you. It's also how the world treats you as well. And then we've also talked about your rising sign being you at your most fulfilled self. Yeah. I think Virgo and Gemini can be quite similar.
Yeah.
Within like the intelligence. I think this person's very emotional and overthinks a lot. That's what I'm imagining actually.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, massive overthinker. Probably a bit too self-aware.
Yeah.
Like, you can be too self-aware.
You think?
Yeah, because if you're too self-aware, you're just constantly overthinking every single thing that you do.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
actually enjoying
you've gone to the toilet and you're like, oh, why did I go to the toilet like that? When I normally go to the toilet like that. I don't know why I use that as an example.
We'll take it, but yeah.
But you know what I mean.
I'm wondering who this person is. Is this like the person that's wrote in? Is this like a potential partner, or is this themselves?
No, I think it's them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's them.
So they're already like overthinking, like, oh, let me write into this.
Yeah.
And like see what they think. Who am I? They're
Yeah,
like
what would that person be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a massive overthinker and you know you're that way, not the, because I think that this is an amazing combo, this big three, whereas Tar thinks that it's not a good combo and you could be a massive overthinker and really critical, because obviously Virgo's really critical as well. You're either great, so carry on, But if you're a massive overthinker,
Well, we don't know, it's definitely them.
if you're a massive overthinker, you need to get onto the other side that I've just described and believe that you're that way. And if you believe that you're that way, you will be.
That's just what we imagine anyway. You didn't ask for any more than that, but I would just, whoever this person is needs to relax a bit. I think chill out, let yourself just chill, I guess.
Cool. Shall we move on to our problem of the week?
Yes.
Have you got one or do you
No.
want- Okay.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, if you could teach the world, I don't think I've done this one before. If you could teach the world one concept, what would it be?
What on
Everyone has to everyone will learn it. Like, you're going to be put on a big stage and every single person's going to tune in that morning for you to spend 10 minutes teaching them something, a concept, like, they can then take away with them and will probably change their lives.
Okay, first of all, my social anxiety would just fucking go through the roof.
You're on video.
Okay.
And it's not live. So you just video it and then it's gonna be posted live the next morning.
I feel like it'd have to be in real time for people to get the message though. I just imagine like the world is listening and I'm on a stage. Anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Probably just to be happy. Is that like a cop out?
Yeah.
But no, I feel like find it. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm actually dying. Right, world. I've got 8 billion people.
You
Be
didn't
happy.
let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish in a minute, but
probably just the concept of happiness, like finding what makes you happy, just in the day-to-day life.
Okay.
I actually saw this thing. We always reference TikTok videos here, but we fucking love TikTok.
Everyone does.
So, it was saying about how, like, we always cling on to the big moments in life. So maybe, like, your graduation, your wedding day. We cling on to these big moments to try and make it as perfect as possible. But they're, like, 2 big moments in your whole life.
Yeah.
You need to find happiness in the little things in life. Because the little things are all the time, every day.
Yeah.
So just, like, the sip of your coffee in the morning.
I was going to say that one. The fact that the
journey
sun's
to
out.
work, yeah. So that would probably be my message, just like finding happiness in the everyday things that you do. The person that greets you when you get in from work, just like making sure all those things are right, because that's like 10 minutes of every single day.
Yeah.
So that'd be my thing. You're not laughing anymore now though, are you? You're on board now. That's what people need to hear. Like, we're all just here to try and like be happy and just get as much as we can out of life. So if you just get the basics right, you'll find that like 50% of your happiness is already achieved.
I 100% agree with that, and I fully co-sign that. But it was just funny because I'm just imagining you on this big world stage in front of 8 billion people, shaking, be happy.
Be happy. Yes!
Everyone's tuned in to listen at all different times, all different time zones.
That's all that you'd need. That's all I'd need. No, I'd have to go into it a bit more.
Yeah, no, because that makes sense. So it's about gratitude, really, isn't it?
Well, no, it's about getting the basic things in your life right.
Yeah, but it's being grateful for those things rather than being grateful for, oh, I'm married, like, rather than being like putting so much worth onto these big things
that only happen, like,
that it's
through
about
time.
being grateful for those small things. Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine would probably be that to teach people that you don't need anything that's external to you to be happy. So again, it would be about happiness, but it would be that like you can love yourself like in a friendship way, in a romantic way. You can love yourself in so many different ways. You can give yourself the validation. I was talking about on my TikTok actually the other day. You can give yourself the presents. You can give yourself so that what you would want from other people, you can just give that yourself. And then when you actually start to give that to yourself, then you will realize how much other people, first of all, don't give you, which means that you'll remove those people from your life and you won't waste your time in unhealthy relationships. But also you'll realize, actually, I don't need people, because I think there's a lot of people out there that feel like they need this, they need friends, they need their parents, they need a romantic relationship to be happy, not even with a specific person, they just need to be in a relationship, and that's their long-term goal. Whereas I think that people need to realize that you can just literally be happy completely alone. It is so achievable, and all those things, like I said, that you can get from other people. You're the one that knows exactly what you want, so just give that to yourself. And then if someone else can give it you at some point in your life, amazing. But if you're not giving yourself those things, you're probably not going to find the person to give it to you, because you're just going to end up just seeking anything from anywhere. So yeah, that's what I would teach people, that you know, you can be happy alone, and then everyone in the world be single, everyone go home, break up with a partner.
You're your own number one, the way I see it. The only thing that's guaranteed in life is yourself.
Yeah, unless you die.
Death is guaranteed, of course, but the only thing that you can actually rely on is yourself.
100%. And I think you should start relying on yourself as well. You need to like actually make yourself a person that you can rely on for yourself.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Thank you so much for listening or watching this week's episode. And I'm Ayesha.
I'm Atalia.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.